Hmm. 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 Do 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 do. Okay. Testing, testing. Transition. Okay, but we have a problem. The problem is that, well, the game's not showing up. I don't know why the game's not showing up. Aha! There we are. Hopefully. There we go. Why? What are you doing, OBS? No. Oh my goodness. This is what I get for... What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, OBS is full of rage. And that's good enough. I hope you can hear me okay. You can see behind me is exploded. Hello, I can't tell how I sound. To myself, I sound weird. That's all I got. That's all I got. Alright, so here we are, Pooka Plays. We are playing some more FF14. I have a lot of things to do, including main story quest stuff. And, I don't know. So, speak with Gracine. Here. Yeah, in the Crystarium. So... Hello, Valorant! Thank you for tuning in! I'm a gremlin and I didn't play all last week because it was kiddo's April break. And how do I get there? Well, let's have an adventure. We'll try going to the markets. And then we'll get lost because that's what I do. I'm not sure that's really any closer, but we'll try it. We'll try it. What is what? I tried to make my hair look less ridiculous, and I think it's more ridiculous instead. I'm using earbuds today instead of my big chunky headphones because my head's been grumpy. Because bodies are complicated. Oh, whoops, that doesn't do what I thought it did anymore. I changed things. I have a problem. I need to go up these giant stairs. Alright. Oh my god. Sprinty, sprinty. Run, 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 run. Run me, run. No, this won't work either. There's a problem. How do I get there? There you go. Oh! There's a door! I haven't explored enough here. Obviously, I guess. Yeah, it was fun. We went to the zoo. There were dragons. We visited friends. She went on a carriage ride with her grandma. We went to a pond I used to play at when I was a kid. She played with the other grandma. It was good. Alright. Let's see if my voice holds up. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness himself, may I assume you are with Master Alphino? Yep. Right. Lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we've been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to fruits on the vine. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Oh, undersized grapes, you say? Hi, Rikitio! Oh, you're so small. Huh? Are these small enough? Ah, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so we are going about that now. Tiny grapes. Should I be a botanist for this part? Utterly pointlessly. Aw, man. No, it won't let you. You can't harvest grapes as a botanist. It won't let you. Only stabbers can harvest grapes. Okay. We have harvested the grapes. Hello, Ricky.
Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun.
Undersized grapes. Though too small for normal consumption, these grapes are suitable for making wine and medicine. Bonk. Oh no, sinuses don't explode.
Wow, you've picked this many already. Amazing.
I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Jessamile? Jessamile?
Samile. I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them.
Riki, you're so cute. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light?
Why? Well,
Oh, so small.
a while ago, I fell sick. Really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better.
Fair enough.
She was so brave. The apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her.
Oh.
So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends. But I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do.
Cute.
Then, not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do.
I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end?
Taylor? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help.
Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your travelling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Jessamile. Yeah. Small heroes. Very literally in this case. She's so small. It would seem I have been labouring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided with them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. Yeah. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. Yeah. With the Exarch labouring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. Unless he follows us. I guess that's the form of dealing with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvrant has become a home to us, and her people our own.
Gotta protect everybody.
Let us return to Spagarix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. Oh, my voice is all off. One sec. The little off button so I can like mute my microphone without having to click over to OBS is so helpful. I am so glad we bought the little microphone for Endo. Okay. What is this minstrel quest over here? Since I'm already here. Ugh. Minstreling wanderer instead of wandering minstrel. Still looks like the OCP model though. Wait, aren't you? Yes, I thought so. Jacob Igorlai, correct? You've been keeping very busy if all the rumors are to be believed. Why are you staring at me with such intensity? Pray tell, have I said something to offend you? You can cross the rift? You of all people? Except not. It's very obviously a different character. But judging by your cryptic comments, I gather I bear a resemblance to someone you know. But I can assure you that we have never met before, you and I. Don't believe me? Then let us be friends. The more you learn about me, the more you will come to realize how different I am from this other me. I'm a wanderer by trade, but a minstrel at heart. A keeper of tales, a singer of songs, a preserver of forgotten truths. Yet in defiance of my itinerant nature, I have elected to remain here for a time and compose new works. You being a traveling sinner, I'm sure you've seen your share of adventures. Such stories often serve as the best sort of inspiration. Perhaps I could persuade you to regale me with one or two. As a sinner of the world, you must surely have all manner of exciting experiences to share. I pray you regale me with your finest, that it may inspire me to write a song that shall echo in eternity. Talk about Tanya. I'm all ears, Jacobi.
Blah 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 blah. She got big wings and was very angry, and then Feul took over.
The most esteemed of all Fey folk, the venerated ruler of the pixies in the kingdom of rainbows. What a tragedy for Titania to go forth in defense of their subjects, only to be corrupted and transformed into that which they fought to defeat. They, right. Not she, they. A mad monarch, once beloved, then feared, and finally set free. There 'tis done, and you shall be the first to hear it performed. For love of the Fey folk, the king fought light and fell, pure spirit corrupted, in thrall to light's spell. 4 treasures did lead him unto the castle door, 4 treasures did free the king from torment forevermore. I can only imagine the horror that must have gripped Titania in the moments before the transformation was complete, knowing that the very people you had sworn to protect would soon suffer and die by your hand. We stopped that though. We did it. It is an all too familiar tale to those of us who have struggled to survive in the wake of the flood. We can but hope that the night's return is of comfort to their soul, should some aspect of it endure. Endure. With the passing of the light, the Fae now dance beneath starlit skies. Where before they mourned, they now rejoice. You made this possible, my friend. I look forward to hearing more of your adventures. Is that better or worse? The Dancing Plague Extreme, now accessible. honestly not sure the smaller one's any better. Excuse me, mess with my earbuds. Oop. Alright, and then, okay, so you can just... My voice is not good enough to sing these right now, but we'll unlock them all, and then I'll leave him alone for the future. You've a tale for me, my friend. Yep. Tell you a story, sing you a story, tell you a tale. The benevolent saviour who had lord over paradise itself, the only ruler fit for a stagnant monument to hedonistic excess, Lord Valthree. But of course he would claim the title of innocence for himself in the end. I cannot speak to whether or not he was a monster as a child, but I can sing of his monstrous deeds and what became of him as a man. Yep. Beneath blinding skies, the Lord of Light reigns supreme. From his lofty perch to floating fortress, he retreats to plot and scheme. Heavenly exile, born of man and sin, embrace your ascension, and fall, warden resplendent, in vain pursuit of perfection. Oof. Vain pursuit of perfection. Like that's... It's a little close to home. Though he summoned every ounce of his strength as a champion of light, in the end Valthree was no match for the warriors of darkness. He wouldn't be the first to cloak himself in the trappings of righteousness. They are too common by half, some might even say. Nevertheless, I hope his example serves as a reminder of what evil men may do in the name of so-called good. You and yours did well to lay him low. No doubt you will confront other villains in your days ahead, and I shall be most eager to hear your full account after. Crown of the Immaculate. Extreme, now accessible. Is there a point to all these? Alright, talk to him about Hades and then move my butt onwards. Hades, I have traversed countless lands and heard innumerable tales, and yet that name is unfamiliar to me. Pray, tell me more. The very man who flooded this world in light, that its extinction might bring about the rejoining he sought. An Asian who lived 1,000 lives in pursuit of the single-minded goal until he fell at your hand. There is a part of me that cannot help but feel that it is not my place to tell this man's story, to sing of the ambitions that spurred him to wreak such wanton destruction, and those that compelled you to see that his dream would die in vain. And yet, if you will permit me a moment's indulgence and a measure of poetic license, I would grace your ears with a tune. I call it Requiem for a Hero. Oh, man. His homeland lost to memory, through aeons did he strive. Dark masks he wore, fell plots he hatched to keep vain hope alive. Until the end that fateful day, when shadow clashed with light, true name revealed his dying wish. Remember us as we fade into night. Whew. I didn't need to have feelings. A most challenging subject to put into words, indeed. And yet I can take some small solace in knowing the entirety of the tale in all its tragic and terrible glory will live on within you. I must say, I find it quite fascinating how this Emmett Selch chose to reveal his true name on the verge of the battle that would prove to be his downfall. I'm reminded that the Knights Blessed have a similar tradition, in which they conceal their true names outside of rare occasions such as funerals. What significance might the act of announcing his true name have carried for him? A matter to ponder, perhaps. should you wish to fully grasp the nature of your foe, of the shadow to your light.
Yeah.
Hades' elegy now accessible. Big feelings. Big feelings is me. Alright, how do I get back inside? B. Link. No, don't get distracted by the other balloon. Let's continue actual MSQ here. As so much as I can. Crystarium, why are you like a maze? Is it even the right way? I think so. I think so. Guess I'll find out. I feel like I should put on a more entertaining outfit. Which of my outfits are? Ah, yes. There we are. We can frog it. Frog it. I ran the wrong way. Frog adventure. Of course, I cannot stay the froggle. Oh, right. Every mage has no clothes. No. How do I get in there? Do I go this way? Oh, yes. I have to go up these little steps. Okay. Oh, everybody's here to help. We got all the kids. I'm the shortest. I'm the short. I'm the small tall helping the smalls. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to create an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Ricky Tio a little taste. Alright, next quest is from another child. Earwell regards you expectantly. Boy of Darkness, if you've finished helping Ricky, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The gods say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the gods caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away. And in preparation, Chesimil kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. All the creatures won't give you any sport. Bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone, follow me. Alice, wait just a... Come on then, children. Are you much older than them, Reen? Because you don't look it. Lungs. Everything. Every portion of my integument is angry. Alright, let's go. Outside. Outside. No, wrong button. Right, that's just running. Yeah. Alright, let me out. No, I have to talk to the guy, don't I? Yeah. No, that's the ocular. I got turned around. Ugh, what's the fastest way to get there? I guess it's running. Running with the kitty cat following me. Running. Oh yeah, don't redeem check for cat. I'm pretty sure he did not get locked in with me. Oh, we got an ad about to start. That's okay. Anyone watching, thank you for listening through ads. Sorry, I know ads are kind of a bummer. I've got them on short ad mode, so hopefully it will be less of a bummer. So that my ads should be only 1.5 minutes. They'll be popping up in about 5 minutes, so I might run them if I think we're gonna get... I should have run them while I was running. Let me run them now. Okay. Let me unmute that. I just have to remember to mute it when I'm gonna blow my nose, so don't blow anybody's eardrums out.
Ugh, hair.
It's getting so long. Don't know what to do with it. Ah, I know. Clippy. Here we go. Let's use this nerd clippy that I keep handy. And my fingers. Aha. More or less under some sort of control. Just break up the big chunky curls at some point. Make it... Oh, whatever. Good enough. Good enough is good enough. Now we've got a Hylian hair clip on. Cool. Alright, ad is over. On we go. Thanks, Saribot. It should be safe enough for the children here.
We've heard the tales, but at least we can see you fight with our own eyes.
We've been waiting for you, Warrior of Darkness. Playing when you're super congested. Everything sounds weird. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. And originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chessamile's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behaviour. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you will like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Jacobi. Alice is bored. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. I guess we're gonna do the 2 close to your locations. So there's one. Oh, I get to choose where I put it. It's better near buildings, you say. I don't want to fight you, Hop Trap. my summoning gauge built up a bit here. I should practice helping other things anyways. Alright, let's summon them out because that will be much faster. Oh, hello random. I see who decided to reply here. Okay, near buildings. You're under attack. Nice, 3. That's a good spot. Alright, tools. Reply this time to the Mount Lord. Okay, as I said, near buildings will get you the most of these critters. Good golly, there's a lot of stuff up here. Forest of the Lost Shepherd. The buildings over here. Yeah, it seems pretty close to buildings. Nobody lives here though. Well, alright, let's try it. Okay, there's at least 3. I'll take it. Oops. Any button. Oops, wrong button. Alright. I love when I get the car in the roulette because, like my driving style, I'm very good at driving. Who needs pedals? Nobody needs pedals. I don't need those stinking pedals. Oh, I bet I'll get a bunch of bats if I do it over there. Actually, I feel like it would be faster to just teleport. I'll just teleport. Hi, love! Thanks for tuning in. Wifey pun! It is my wifey pun! Hooray! I love my wifey pun. She is a wifey pun. Still only 3. I feel like that's the most I can get in a given spot. Shanked. Didn't even have to harvest nothing. But will roulette give me? I'm a little witch. Do, 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 do. At some point, they need to make one-handed conjurer weapons / white mage weapons that are better. Because I miss being able to look like a proper little witch on my broom. Hello, Reen. Well fought, Jacobite. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally, may I see your fangs for good measure? 9 bats! Apologies for the wait. No, I've got the voice all wrong. My fangs. Not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. A little bit more snooty. 5, 6, 7. 7 things from Alisay.
9 from me.
Which means that the victory goes to Jacobi, who collected 9. Bah, seems you found the better spots for the lures. I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed, but you're still within reach. I'll get the better of you next time.
Okay, Alisay. Let's go!
So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? No, that's too Mary Poppins.
He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him.
Smalls. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Jacobi and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. Inspiring the Smalls. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light?
Well, we were there listening with everyone when Ardbird appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystorium. The Sin Eaters killed my mother and my sister, see? And I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ardbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. I'm losing my voice.
What about you, Arkil?
Maybe, to be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? Yeah, kiddo. It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Basic body training when you're small, and then weapons training when you're bigger. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. My feelings. I'm all snuffly. Oh. I understand how Arkil feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days, of Amarot burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured, and have no intention of donning an Asian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. Yeah. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Yeah. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. The say.
Is it getting worse? It's nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. We better not lose any of the scions from this. I gotta get them back in their bodies ASAP. It was worrisome. I didn't like it. As you ponder Alice's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Which fateful meeting? There were a couple of those. Alright, sorry about that. My sinuses got angry. Go to the lookout. In the crystarium. Oh, blar, blar, blar. Blar. I think Temenos Rookery is the closest. Let's see if I'm right. Hello, you all. Oh, yeah. We just got to go up. I don't suppose. No, I cannot ride a friend here. It's only me own two little feet. Shanks mare, as the saying goes. On we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know how I sound because the thing isn't working great to let me hear that. But I know to myself I sound funny. Destination. Get punched with some feelings. Who needed those? Oop. Hello?
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
More or less. Kind of. Things are a little weird. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind in the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided. Oh, we're remembering Elidibus's ascension to the convocation.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Could you get out of Ardbert, though? It's a little freaky.
What fool would relinquish his weapon on the eve of battle?
Swap?
That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash.
Open your eyes.
I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose.
The world moved on.
The convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down.
Oh, man.
Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, warrior of darkness. And I will save the world.
No. You will destroy the last vestiges of it by forcing us to destroy
One
it.
last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you.
We're one of your old friends.
As if he mistook you for another.
We've become another. Because if you let yourself change, if you let the world change, you can grow and change and become something new. Hythlodaeus called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Graha? Ooh, you glowing.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
What's that for?
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Graha, are you okay? He punched you in the soul?
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Okay. Sure.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions.
You are getting more rough.
It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor.
You are as much of a gremlin as any other of our friends. Can you stop
One
killing
of the
yourself?
brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped.
Right, because you're from a future that will never be now.
A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness.
A little what now?
Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask another favor of you.
Alright. But it better not make you dead.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Oh dear. Trying to clean up my phone. Stop. I don't have less notifications. I just want to mute the alarm that's coming up. Okay. Here we go.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
I'm so glad I found both you and the Exarch. The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details from Reed.
Yeesh. Oosh. Cookie. Money. Yeesh. Ooze. Ooze is best for Reaper, apparently.
Rian's face is a picture of worry. Ooh. 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 It happened after Alice and I sold the children back to Spagyrix. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Teresians are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Excedra told me where to look. I really can't get over Excedra being like... That's a migraine medicine in my area. And so I keep being like, if the migraine medicine is helping you go places. Anyway. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spagyrix.
Indeed. Spagyrix.
Make with the going. The fast way. Woohoo! I live. It's really embarrassing to die doing that. Like, I'm on my way! Splat. Be back in a bit. Alright, sorry for that. Coughing break. Okay, I need to go by way of the rotunda. Or do I do that? I think I go this way. There's a quest, but not actually right by me. We go up. Yeah. We go over here. Here, over here, and then we go. Squirrel Emperor is a very adorable friend. I feed it. Yes. I know my friend just collapsed, but I need to give the squirrel a snack. Okay. Reen found you then. We had to send the children off earlier than planned, but they understood. I fear this bodes ill, and not just for Thancred. Thancred, shouldn't you be resting? It appears our friend is already awakened. For that at least we can be thankful. It looks like an ad wants to run very soon. If this... I'll just do a snooze. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. Meat stick joke. Alright, we're doing that in the middle of the cutscene. It's fine. How do you feel? Like I need a snack with a bad joke attached. I recently discovered my child also loves these, so I've actually now ordered more. I was otherwise going to run out and then not do more of them, but... Here we go. Why are fish so smart? Why are fish so smart? Why are fish so smart? Ready? Because they live in schools. Okay. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's Aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all this happened without warning. Not exactly. What did you do? You will doubtless recall the time Oriange nearly drowned, and I gallantly went to his rescue. Yeah?
When his water walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back.
We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. And you didn't, I'm assuming. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Jacobi, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? Of course. In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavour to address them prior to proceeding. Alright. Time to be a nerd-to-nerd messaging system. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Oops. I clicked too much. Thus far, I've learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious, black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some matter of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's the new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Asians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Orianger too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Backlog and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. Time to stop being a nerd and go do stuff. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being. If you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will go find Orianger. Yeah, stop being a butt. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Jacobi. Alrighty. Good, cutscene finished before the ad needed to run. Well, I did snooze once. That's fine then. Alright, we're gonna go tell OBS to run the ad. I conveniently figured out how to link those up. I know! Alright, fine. But we're gonna go tell Orianger to stop being a nerd and go be a sneak instead. See you in a minute. Orianger. Okay.
By the way.
I'm trying to get the camera to focus at it. Okay, no, that didn't work. Add in progress. Alrighty. Ta-ta-doo. Finish the meat stick. Ad is over. I ate the rest of the meat stick while the ad ran. Oh gosh. Okay, I've got lungs. Come on. Okay. Alright. Let's go! Time to be Tataru. Am I shorter than Tataru? Well, I'm shorter than Tataru's hat, anyway. I'm not shorter than Tataru. I'm very, very close to being shorter than Tataru. As is the way! It's important to be short. And you are a Lala. Being small is important. No. Behave.
Jacobite, what excellent, I mean awful timing. You see our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Kryle's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days.
Lungs. Let me make it do the cutscene.
She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here.
Because we knew it was getting urgent. And we need Kryle to tell us if there's anything important.
So, they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You'd better talk to Kryle.
I need to carry all my friends back and forth.
She's with the others in Dawn's respite. Let's go and see her. This is the wrong voice for Dada. My voice is just being weird. Just prepare yourself, alright?
I need to start like pre-gaming by like listening to some cutscenes with the characters before I stream, so that it's easier. Though also right now we have the added complication of my voice is just being bizarre because I have got a sinus infection. I mean, okay, I haven't gone to the doctor and gotten diagnosed, but I'm having giant chunkies coming out of my face, and when giant chunky things come out of your face, you're either that dude from Furikuri, or you have a sinus infection. Yeah. Either things are falling out of your forehead or you're sick. And as I am not some modern day Zeus analog with like proto-Athena popping out of my face, it's buggies. I definitely just said that on stream. Well. Okay. Here we go. I didn't go yell at Oriana to stop being a nerd. I came to yell at Kryle to continue being a nerd.
Excuse us.
Kryle? Everything okay in here? Why is it so dark?
This way.
This way. Okay. Oh dear. Discordant chiming noises. Okay, it's Kryle's magic. Can I help too? Can I pop into White Mage and like assist?
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary. I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came.
You're on it.
Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax.
Ooh, that's bad.
Barely alive at all.
Everyone's gonna have a lot of PT to do when they get back in their bodies.
And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health.
The more attached they get to the other
Then,
world.
quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken.
Because I got them too attached to the other world.
But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive.
We got
Why?
this.
I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment.
I got them.
So come, let me hear your tale outside.
That also works. If you need a break, breaks are important. Don't burn out, Kryl. We need you.
You're gonna be a pictomancer.
No wonder she needs a break after all this stuff. Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Time is weird. Time is weird. Time is super weird. Ah, friendos. Y'all better live. I'm gonna be very upset if you don't. Y'all better live. Live. Alright. As you probably noticed, we've put them in night clothes. I know they're not exactly asleep, but it seemed like the right thing to do. I've made them some new clothes for when they wake up, so they have to come back. And they will! When Tataru is stressed, she makes you new clothes. Yep. What news from the first? Lots of news! I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in the aether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Oh, I have to pick. One sec, I need to go look at my gear set list and see whose eye levels need the boosting the most. Okay, Gunbreaker and White Mage are actually tied. Reaper is the least good. So, I guess we take the Reaper one. So, Fending, Maiming, Striking. Is Striking Reaper or is Fending Reaper? Or Maiming? Fending is tanking. Right. I think everything we've got over here is at least 500. Yeah. No, that's 450, but that's it. That's 450. Okay. Pretty sure maiming is yeah, fending is that. Let's try maiming, see if that's right. Metian attire coffer. What's that? Oh, trap leaf. Oh no, don't use that until we're gonna go visit the armoire. Alright, let's use this. Yeah, Reaper. Reaper it up. Alright. Alright. That sure is a look. I'll leave it for a bit. And then we'll probably
Glimmer on something else. Hello, this is my voice now. Let me drink some water.
It's not even like my voice is sore. I'm just really mucusy. Okay. Judging by her sheepish... Aiming is ranged. Scouting is monks and ninjas. Healing is healing. Casting is casting. Okay. Judging by her sheepish expression, Tataru has a favor to ask.
Jacobi, could you spare a moment? While Kryle goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first you see, and since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be at the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. We can go make everybody soup. Well, I had better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Let me see, the lighting's pretty good right here. I kind of like this little warrior princey vibe here going on. Sure. Alright, let's go. Creak, cronk, creak, cronk. I feel like my voice is creaky. Creaky! Wibbly wobbly, timely wimbly. I know I already read that out loud, but every time I see it, I want to read it out loud again. I am that flavor of gremlin. How lazy am I gonna be? Ultimate laziness. Yes. You too shall be delivered to the land of cooking by a flying gaboo. This is not the kitchen. What have I done? Is it upstairs? I suppose it must be. Oh yeah, the little thingy says up. The land of cooking. Oh wait. Yeah! I've got some more culinarian quests here. But we're gonna focus. I swear. I can focus. Ta-da-doo! There you are, Jacobi.
As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kryle, I can't do much to help our friends directly. But that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven even as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. Aww. There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Taste the bread! Smells great. I'm not telling her her cake looks like bread. Sheesh.
Doesn't it just? It's called Archon loaf, in case you're wondering, and it's what they eat over in Charlayan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Kryle tells me it's a good source of aether, so it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Kryle, and if isn't Rambros too.
I trust you require no introductions either, Jacobi. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavour to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain elegant technologies. Yeah. I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the First. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement. Memory transference was a sole province of elegant royalty. Its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Are we going to have to go ask Nero? Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am. The answer being rather brazenly to ask a favour. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Alright. I'm listening. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remain behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. He knew. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself? Or to encourage him to hold nothing back? That's for our friend to decide. But either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Well, there you have it, Jacobi. If you would be so good as to see Rambrose's message and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients. Along with my report, of course. Yeah. Cryle, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try? Just to make sure everything's as it should be. But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds.
Cute.
Excuse me, Rambrose. As a fellow Chalayan, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rullenberry jam. I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. Munch, munch. I see. Oh no! Is it bad? It is indeed, Tataru. Dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world. But our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Chalayan, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment, rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. That's why you'd slather yours in jam. That makes sense. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that was called the Archon loaf was born. The creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary a care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavour that continues to defy description. It's got fish in it. Yet for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread, and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand.
I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it is all too familiar. Ah, how it takes me back.
If there's enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Fish bread.
Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Jigby, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can, and that we're praying for their safe return until the moment they get back.
Gotta remind them of home. With terrible toast. What even? I muted myself and I forgot. Deeply recommended just be like, it's chef quest time now. No. Focus. Focus. I'll be back for you, Mr. Chefy. I shall return. But don't worry in a second. I've got stuff to do. Running.
That's to deliver the snacks.
Do you have business with Crystal Exarch? Say the word, and I'd be happy to escort you to the ocular.
Oh, you've returned. Good. There's much to discuss. The others are making their way hither as we speak.
Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey?
I brought you toast.
Archon loaf. Created by an The quest is food for the soul. I'm literally bringing them soul toast. Anyway. Created by an Archon who devoted himself to the study of sustenance, this bread, infused with pulverized fish and vegetables, is extremely nutritious, assuming one can get past the taste. By the 12. Archon loaf? How did you come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Charlayan.
Tataru made it.
Rambro said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I've not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation. Okay, but is this a voiced scene or not?
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
They did so many. I thought we shanked. I guess they're not the true ones.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. It is but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
Much shanking. Such wow.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Y'all need to eat some bread. No snooze. I'm worried that this cutscene will take too long. I'm sorry, but things have taken a turn for the worse. Y'all need to eat the bread. And think of home.
Oh dear. Then we must redouble our efforts. Not that we've ever stinted in that regard.
The biggest problem is you're making
This would
yourselves
seem
too
an
at home.
appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Tell me you've made some progress.
Become less comfy in this world. Make it easier.
We
to
have,
come home.
as it happens. One moment.
Alright. Oop, did Sari just drop? Sorry, bot has dropped. Why?
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition.
Okay.
Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
Okay.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess.
Yes. Okay.
We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties.
Yeah, that's a
It
problem.
was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
That's why it looks like blood crystals.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain.
But also,
But
why?
don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We
Becklug.
shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Although,
Not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
But his body... Oh, but it's his body from the future that's here.
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
He promised he wouldn't die. He didn't promise he wouldn't mess himself up real hard. Ah, boy. Graha. You're a great lad, but really? Rary. Oh well, at least when you talk it doesn't taste like chocolate like on Americ. You sleep talkies. We're here for you, mister. Try not to die. Most things are fixable if you aren't dead. Can I give them all their snacks now? I'm sorry. I know it was childish to storm off like that. And probably to feel the way I do as well. Ugh! Pull yourself together, Alice. When our grandfather first decided to journey to Eorzea, Alice did not take kindly to my silence on the subject. Don't pretend to understand things you don't, she said, or rather shouted. Having oft been the object of her scorn, I am predisposed to sympathise with the Exarch, but I do understand how she feels. Better now than ever I did, certainly. I, for the one, support the Exarch's choice. To be alive is to be driven by a purpose, and few are as driven as him. It's stupid, but I've never really stopped to think about what would happen once the vessels were complete. And now... There's crap on my desk. I'm gonna scrape it. No, there's no point. I hope the test is a success. Truly. We just need Faul to help us make it so everyone can travel back and forth, because I can travel back and forth, so let's just, make it so everybody can. We'll just complete this real quick before the thing goes off. Hast thou a moment, Jacobi? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties. Yet if Beclug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. Okay. So the ad's about to tick off. I will see you all in a minute and a half. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, actually. See you soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ad break done. Thank you for sitting through that, if you did. And if you're watching the VOD, they hopefully won't have any. I don't actually know how VODs work. Anyway. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there exists an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition, upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple, yet complex problem. For nigh on a century, our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths.
He's a good pupper. Who's not a pupper, he's a kidder. But anyway, he a pupper. There we go. And my hair will be less annoying.
Clothes. One sec. I need to look at my list. Black Mage's eye level is way below, so we will take the casting. We shall swap to Black Mage. I know. Black Mages are a meme now. But look. That's what I got. Unable to change gear. Insufficient inventory. Why do I have so many hats? Too many hats. Too many hats. Ah. Alright. Phone. Oh. Sorry about the rooster noises. My phone is a butt. Yeah. I am back for a wee bit. You know what? We're gonna just desync this. Yay. Some things need to cease existing because I need more room in here. Oh, this needs to go in my dress up box. Alright, now I should be able to equip that. Well, that's creepy looking. Too many shirts too. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. I want to put in my books. 63, 65. I actually really like that. Return that to my inventory. Okay, glamour it on. Alright, now we should be able to equip my shiny new Crystarium things. Boots. My boots. Boots, my toots. best stuff I've got for you. That's the best stuff I've got for Black Mage right now. Alright, that's nice. Left is all 500s now. Right side is dragon. This is remarkably Jedi looking. No complaints. But I need an appropriate looking setup at some point. Alright. Alright, okay, so it's the same thing she was saying. Yep, that's the same thing, alright. Tancred is eager to get to work. Yeah, not awake, just a waker. Right then. Well, the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task. It seems only fair that we attend to our own. I also need to put stuff in the glamour dresser. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Yeah. Just so. And there's one other matter. Face. In light of our deteriorating health, Ishtala should not be left alone at Anida. Might I trouble you to visit her, Jacobi? See that all is well?
Yep.
You're all getting too tied to here. I would go myself. But I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing.
Got it.
My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yulmore, and when Ishtala has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there.
Great.
If you are bound for Nida, I suggest you go via Venmont Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you.
Okay.
Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That doesn't narrow out a lot. Wait! Oh, my male Moogle ambitions shall be fulfilled. I have delivery from the source, Kupo, courtesy of one Tataru Taru. His face, you're a long way from home, Moogle. And this is from Tataru, is it? Whatever could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest. Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past.
Bread from another world? May I try some? It's terrible! You don't want the fish bread!
Mayst thou, child, thou must! That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. She's like, huh? It's got fish in it. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. From Tataru, something very important.
Snacks. Alphino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that?
What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment.
Yeah. Right, let's really be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way.
Don't eat the Archon bread, you'll regret it forever. It's fine. It's just scientific lumbus. Which means it's terrible. That's a pretty good note to end on. Yeah, so that was my alarm for like, you better not have fallen asleep, get ready to go get your child from school. So I will end there for the day. Or maybe I will teleport closer to the shipyards. Yeah, I guess I'll teleport to Wright. Yeah. Narrator, it was not fine. It's fine. It's just like zucchini bread without the sugar. And sardines. I mean, zucchini bread doesn't normally have sardines. I'm saying they like added it. It was that is an entire choice on someone's part. I'm sure it is absolutely nutritionally intense. And appropriate. But also, oh god, why? They're like, oh, that dense, kludgy texture. Ranger would like it. He's like, this is the ultimate nerd bread. Alright, let's see. Shall we raid someone? Let's give it a shot. I think there's a whole, like, couple of us. Which is to say, I think Archon, it's you and my wife. Is anyone I follow streaming FF right now? I can drop you onto. Sweet Muppety Monday. That sounds fun. Oh, we can run over to the person who's starting Endwalker. Would you like to run over to the person who's starting Endwalker? How's that sound? I ask you a question and then I can't actually see it. Oh no, my voice is pooping out too. Good job, voice. So yeah, options for raid are yeah. So, who do you want to raid? If you have preferences. If you don't have preferences, I'll just... Raids for yokai. Yokai? Nani? 6 cat yokai? With weapons? What? What? I want kitties. Kitties, 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 kitties. Kitties, 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 kitties. Okay. On that note, I'm gonna, like... Okay. That's awesome. Archon just let me know the yokai event starts again on Wednesday, which is awesome. I'm very excited. Is it all the same stuff? Did I get everything? Oh man. I don't know if I thought I had everything. I've got a bunch of the minions. One sec. So yeah, so there's the Jibanyan, Komasan, Whisper, Lizaria, who's very cute too. Kyubi, Komijiro, Manjimat, Noko, Benacht. Yeah. Okay, so so it's the same one. Well, then it's still fun. You can get a lot of really cute little friendies here. Add that to my favorites. My little Havernyan. Oh, cool. I think I missed that somehow. Maybe? One sec. That would be inventory, special stuff. No. Yokai. It's somewhere in it. Because it's like a bracelety thing, but it's also a thingy thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'm like, let's go to. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, we were gonna raid. I'm gonna get ready and go get my child. Thank you for letting me know that they're coming again, the adorable yokais. I think we will raid the person starting Endwalker because that seems like a good choice. I'm just gonna have to immediately run because I'm sure it will be spoilerific. So, I don't really have a raid message. We're just gonna raid on over. Oh god, my voice. Thank you for watching. Okay.